Hey, how's it going? There
Happy
we are.
Monday.
There we are.
Happy Monday.
Yes, yes, yes. Happy to be back once again. Thank you all for joining us. And one more time as we gather around the fireplace here to discuss the legacy of the Michael Jordan of bass singing. Yeah. But how's everybody doing on this wonderful Monday? Last Monday of March, heading into Q2 strong, right?
I'm ready for the summer, but these allergies is tearing me up.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
my script is in. March is an amazing month as it's my birth month, and it's been a great month. I've celebrated all month long.
Righteous. Righteous. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, shout out to everybody who is tuning in from wherever it is that you may be tuning in from. Um, I don't know if we asked that last time. Where's everybody tuning in from?
Hmm.
Where's everybody tuning in from? Let us
Nova, I'm
know.
gonna beat you up if you don't get off that phone right
What's going on with you, Robert? Thank you for joining us, sir.
now. Thank
Uh,
you. Philly in the
Philly
house.
in the building. That's what's up. That's what's up. Um,
Detroit in the building.
of course, of course. I mean, of course, right?
Well,
You
then,
know,
if that's the
Detroit's in
case,
the
the
house.
DMV is in the
Right.
building.
Rapid, rapid.
That's right. That's right.
We are doing
You
this
know,
from
those
coast to coast. So to be able to pull
coast to
this off, and
coast.
we're all in
I
three
am
different
all the way
places.
in sunny Southern California, though it's not so
Ellie.
sunny right now. It's actually kind of cloudy and windy, but you know,
Oh my
and
God,
don't
it
believe
was
the song.
so windy when I was there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Oh
I
my
remember.
word, it was so
You
windy.
happened to come an abnormal time. Um, it's not normally that windy in the city. As you know, I live about an hour north of the city. It's really windy up here where I am at times, but it's not very windy in the city that often. When you came, you happened to come like right in the middle of El Nino. So like it was
Yeah.
bad. It was
Yeah, it was. It was real bad.
yeah. So I'm still upset at that experience for you. Next time you come, maybe don't surprise me next time, and I can plan better.
What?
Make sure we can go see some of the sights and stuff like that.
Okay,
Right.
well, it wouldn't have been as much fun if I didn't surprise
I
you.
get it. I get it. Yeah, you shocked. On look, it was a matter of fact. Coming up, I think like a year to the day. 'Cause you
Coming up
came
on
on
it.
April Fool's Day, wasn't it?
Yep,
Yeah.
Trying
And
to
yep,
make a fool out of you.
sure,
yep.
sure
I
fooled
did. I
me.
tried to make a fool out of him.
Ain't no try. That's exactly. She had the nerve. She had the nerve, Kira, to ask me for my address. Talking about, yeah, I want to send you something. I want to send you a package. I'm like, okay, bet. I sent her the address. 2 hours later, she
Package
ringing
at
my
the door.
doorbell. I'm the package.
You know you crying
Like,
easy.
wait a minute. It was like, wow, I was not expecting that, but it was so good to see my big sister and to be able to hug on her and love on her, and then let her see her nieces and all of that stuff. It was good.
My beautiful
Uh,
niece.
We must do it
yeah,
again
yeah, I
soon.
know, but I'm gonna need both of y'all because I only get to see one of y'all at a time.
Right.
You know,
We gotta
so it's,
coordinate it. I have a
I'm
date in mind
definitely
for us.
okay.
I
Well,
have I have a date in mind when we can all get together.
yeah,
Yeah.
but that's different. That's not y'all coming to visit. We gonna get to that in a minute. As a
Right.
matter of fact, we gonna get to that. I'm talking about y'all coming to my house. That's
Right.
Oh,
what I'm
okay.
talking about. But that's yeah. We're gonna get to that in a bit. But let's go ahead and dive right in. So let me put my professional cap on. Right.
All
Okay.
right now.
Yeah. But we have some outstanding news to share. I will pass that baton on to David and Nakira here shortly. But um, I want to start with the concept of, I said that's the title of this stream, right? From dream to reality. I I want to start with the concept of thoughts becoming things, right? So let's first start with the idea, right? And how it came to be tangible and what it has birthed into, as we stand today.
So okay, so the thought came for me, and then when I'll tell my little part, and then I'm gonna pass the tangible over to Nikira because she ran with it. So, it's been what, 31 years since he passed.
Yes. Yes.
And I have always thought of, how nice it would be that he would have something that would honor him forever and ever, not just his music, beyond his music. I wanted something
Right.
to honor him in a long lasting way.
Hey, Nikki.
And I really, really wanted it. And I never thought it could be something tangible. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm the type of person that if I feel like I'm gonna get a bunch of no's, I won't go for it. I'll just be like, oh, it's just a dream. I'm just gonna let it rest.
Right.
And I also didn't know, I guess back then I didn't know like age was a thing for me. Like, you know how you get older, you get wiser. So back then it was like, whose toes am I going to step on? Who's going to be bothered by it if I try to do something? Like, it was all of those types of things. So that too hindered me from moving forward. But here I am, 57 years young, and I was like, to hell with other people. And it's my daddy and I want to do something.
Right.
And so I just kept saying it and saying it and saying it over and over. Like, I think I must have said it every year. Every year I just kept saying it. And then finally this year, Nikira was like, you know what? We're doing it. And I was just like, okay, girl, what we doing? And then, so now I'm going to turn it over to Nikira, who took the baton and kind of ran the last mile of the race.
Oh, she's definitely the anchor leg, right? And and let me go back really quickly to what you said as far as the no's are concerned, right? Especially as time passes and the no's accumulate, right? It can be extremely discouraging. But we got us a young pit bull that don't take no for an answer.
Right.
And on that note, I'm going to pass it over to Nisi.
And I thank you for leaving it right there, because to her point, no is a complete sentence, but for me, it means maybe another way around it. So even though it could have been a no, it was still something that we had to ask. And what do we know if we don't put the ask out there? A lot of it was just the uncertainty. So we had no clue what we were signing up for. We didn't know what that looked like. But if we could at least start the conversation, then we could know how to move forward and what we needed to do. And it's only been a few months. It's only been a few months. This started in October. We are now here at the end of March coming into April. But what was a conversation, we are able to continue to build on that. And that's been the best part. It's been able to take a little bit of something, have one idea, and continue to build onto it. So for me, when Auntie said what she said, it was just like a matter of like, well, let's just start. A lot of the conversations happen internally within our family group chat. For me, I was a little discouraged because we had been talking about a family reunion. So if I would have kept it in that same mindset, I don't know that I would have been able to move forward. But I'm just like, I have to try it. Sometimes it's about putting it in my hands, which we don't always love that. So sometimes when you have a project in mind or you want to do something, when you have the idea, you're given that idea because you have to be the one to make that idea come alive. And with many things in my life, if I have an idea, the best part is to be able to make it a reality. And with this, that has been beautiful to watch what we have had as an idea continue to unfold to become what we're about to have as a reality here in the near future.
Hmm.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It is beautiful to see the process of ground being tilled and seed
Mm,
being sown and soil being watered, and now
yes.
to be at the point of fruition. It is an amazing thing. Again, me just being a fly on the wall because I can't, act like I really have too much to do with this. Y'all did the heavy lifting. Y'all
We
did all the
appreciate
heavy
it. It's still a
lifting.
team effort.
I'm just smiling and kissing babies. But
Not
y'all
smiling and
really made
kissing
this happen,
babies.
you know.
Oh
And
Lord.
and shout out to and shout out. Briefly, I'm gonna go on a brief tangent here. Um, which has absolutely nothing to do with what we're discussing, yet everything to do with how this came to be since the very beginning. Um, as we know, my father, your grandfather, made the impact that they made during a very pivotal time in American history. We were dealing with, let's say, the height of Jim Crow, bringing in the civil rights movement, um, Motown in and of itself, and the Temptations specifically were kind of the voice of a generation, right? But if you rewind it back even further, the community building that was taking place,
Mhm.
um, throughout the course of the Great Migrations, both of them, but I'll speak specifically the one that started to occur like right around 1915, leading up to 1940, 1945. Um, while I mean, obviously, we reside in a patriarchal society, right? So men get the lion's share of the credit when things transpire, when deals are made. They sit at the table, they negotiate the terms, they shake hands. But even then, it was the women that were coordinating everything that allowed the men to be
Mm.
able to come to the
This is
table
good. This
to
is
make those
good.
negotiations in the first place, right? It was the women that were running the auxiliaries at the churches, that were getting everybody's information, that was making sure everybody was committed and in contact with one another and operating in concert, so that way that migration could take place to where our fathers were able to migrate from the South to Detroit
Mm.
and be in the position to capitalize on the opportunities that they had. And I just wanted to touch on that because really you look a century later and nothing has changed. It's still the women who are the glue, who bring these things to fruition. And here I am, the man. I just get to smile and be like, yeah, we did it. We did it, y'all. Right. But really they did it. and
Yeah.
and and I really want to honor y'all,
Oh,
uh,
thank you.
because especially in today's society, in these internet streets, you know, black women get a lot of flack,
Mm.
and again, not to go down, that lane, not to go down that rabbit hole, but I wanted to take this opportunity to honor and salute the two of you as black women
Oh,
who
thank
really,
you.
really made this happen. So, from the bottom of my heart, not just because I'm related to y'all, but the effort, the energy, the commitment, the diligence that was put into this entire project, I
Yeah.
really, really salute you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. It has
Absolutely.
brought chills to my body. It is one of those things though that we may not have those conversations as often as we need to, but like being a woman now in the 2026, maintaining my household, working, raising my child, and still being able to do small projects like this is what what keeps us going, what keeps us kind of keep us going.
Right.
Unc, I do know that you are live on Facebook. You are also live on YouTube. Is
I
that
am.
correct? And what
Yes.
is your YouTube page?
Melvin Franklin Jr. everywhere.
Melvin Franklin Jr. everywhere.
Everywhere. Melvin
So
Franklin
I am
Jr.
going to go and take that and put it on my Facebook, as I was not able to go live on my page, so that I can have some audience come in as well.
Come on.
Thank you for that.
Yep. Come on. Come on.
I'm live. This my little profile picture.
Well, yeah,
says,
your comments are coming up. For some reason, mine are not.
oh,
I'm still having that same issue. So yeah, my YouTube comments. Shout out, brother Robert. He was one of the gentlemen that interviewed us on his platform,
mm-hmm.
right?
Truth and
Leading up
Harmony.
to this whole thing, right? Before we started this, we were over there, with his platform and his guys and stuff. So shout out to him for helping to raise awareness for this whole thing. But for whatever reason, I'm not. My Facebook profile is tricky when it comes to connecting to this thing. I think it only worked like once, but blame me. I'm the techno idiot. So
It works out. I can hear that my husband hasn't been able to connect out there in the guest room, so we're
okay.
working it out.
Okay, all right, but you are able to see that I'm live on Facebook.
Yes.
Okay, so then y'all probably gonna have to do like you did last time and get the comments off of there and then
Yep.
read them.
We got it.
Sorry, y'all.
got
We're gonna
it
make
back
this work.
for sure.
We're gonna make this work. Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. I give up. Technology ain't my thing. I think too, when I do post, it's like I post to my profile, so my profile picture says I'm live. But I think I should have probably did to my page, not my actual profile.
Mhm.
So people been asking me where it's at, and I just keep telling them, go to my brother's page, go to my brother's page. Finally, he got something right, technically right. So go to his page.
Right. No, I can dig it.
Oh my God.
I do the same thing whenever I get DMs, people talking about, because now I got like 97 cousins and
oh Lord,
all types of stuff, and I always refer them. So I'll be like, okay, go holler at my sister.
Don't holler at me because I get so many emails. I mean, not emails, DMs too.
If puts her stamp on you, then I know it's official.
I think we're related, and I'm like, okay, let me bust it down. Who's your grandparents?
Right.
I need to know these things. Let me look it up on the family tree. Oh, right. Sorry, nope.
Exactly. Me, I don't know no better. Right. Yeah. So I look, you do know Davette, right? Yeah, okay. Well, then reach out to her and she will let me know, and then I'll be in contact. Nothing personal. It's nothing.
Yeah, nothing personal. I love to meet new family, but
right.
We gotta see how we connected. And so if you tell me we connected, let me go look that up and check and figure it out. But 9 times out of 10, it's been, whatever.
Right.
Like, but anyway, we're all over the place, y'all.
We are. Well, like I had expressed to you before, I had ran into one of our distant relatives at church, at my church out here. Last name was English. I was like, wait a minute. And we got to comparing notes, and her family had done the family tree research, and we took it all the way back to the plantation. Right. And I was like, yep, okay. That's my cousin.
Yeah. And what it is, what a blessing it is to be able to have technology in that way. I think that was a lot to do with this too, with being able to do the research, to be able to reach out to somebody all the way in Mobile, Alabama, to be able to get a response. I don't know if, we had those opportunities 31 years ago. That was still, snail mail. So I definitely shout out the way we've come to be able to learn if it's a cousin that we related to, or if there's some information that we need to find, it is now at our fingertips. So
right.
Yeah.
Right. What a time to be alive.
Let me bust in here real quick because I know we were a little late getting started. So why don't we go ahead and get back on script and have our producer, shout out to our producer Nikki B in the building, take us to our first break. And when we come back, we'll get right back into talking about our dad, her granddad, y'all. Sorry about that. We went off on a little family tangent, but we'll be back and we'll get back into talking about Mr. Melvin Franklin and his legacy after this short break.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, thank you.
One of the original members of Grammy award-winning group The Temptations is set to receive a memorial in Mobile. The mural is to be displayed. One of the original members of Grammy award-winning group The Temptations is set to receive a memorial in Mobile. The mural is to be displayed in the city's Civil Rights and Cultural Heritage District. The Temptations are best known for being one of the most successful Motown vocal groups of all time, and their legacy still lives on today, drawing millions of listeners every month. Original member Melvin Franklin was raised in Mobile, Alabama by his grandmother until the age of 10. His granddaughter, Nakira Jordan, says it's time for her grandfather to be immortalized in his hometown of Mobile.
That's where his roots started, and that's where he considered home. The first thing I knew is I needed to start where home was for him.
Melvin's family immediately knew the memorial should be a public work of art and reached out to leaders in the Mobile art scene.
Just out of the blue, I got an email from her one day. She threw out a mural or a sculpture, and of course, the first thing that came to my mind was a mural.
The mural is set to be displayed in Mobile's Civil Rights and Cultural Heritage District on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
You know, finding the perfect location was really key and important for a project like this.
This area, dubbed The Avenue, is where Melvin grew up, just blocks from downtown.
He grew up on Congress Street, and they are revitalizing that area. All the pieces just fell together. It's just the perfect location.
The Avenue was once the cultural, social, and economic hub of Mobile's African-American community. Today, the neighborhood is undergoing restoration efforts to revive its former legacy as a thriving hub for Black Mobilians.
Any piece of public art, to me, it's all about starting a conversation. It's about creating this dialogue and really educating the people in that area. So, to me, that's the importance of it.
And Melvin Franklin is the only original member of the Temptations who does not have a memorial in his hometown. The family has set up a GoFundMe for donations to the Memorial Fund. That can be found under the story on fox10tv.com.
And we're back. And
It
we're
can
back.
also be found right there at the bottom of the screen, right there. You looking right there at the bottom of the screen, melvinfranklinlegacy.com. You can go there and find out everything that she was just talking about. There's the GoFundMe link. Shout out Beyond Visions, boy. She on top of it.
Let's circle back because I wanted to add to so we got to this point where we get this mural. The ball is rolling. And how does it feel to know that this is not just a dream anymore, that this is a reality?
Wait. Hold on. Stop. You are breezing right past the big reveal.
Yeah.
No, I was actually answering part 2 of the question.
I get it, but you put the cart before the horse. Like
I was looking at the question.
Okay, my fault. I'm sorry. My apologies. Forgive me, sister.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, y'all.
No, seriously.
You gotta tell him. I can't tell him. You gotta tell him.
I wasn't getting to the reveal part. I was just saying, for me, how does it feel to know that it's actually it's happening, like the ball is rolling, like it's gonna come to fruition type of thing. I wasn't gonna do no big reveal type thing.
Okay.
But the question was, how does it feel for me to actually see that after all of this time is, for me, miraculous. Like I am filled with so much joy and humility. This was not by any means an easy journey from beginning to even now. There have been pitfalls, there have been naysayers, there have been a lot of things that have happened. but it's never taken us off course. As a family, we have, stood 10 toes down for this cause. And I just want to say, for those that have supported us from day one back in October, how much we appreciate y'all, because, never asking for people's, coins is never an easy task. And
especially
so,
today with these gas
especially
prices.
in the world we live in today, $20 don't do nothing to your gas no more.
Yes.
And bananas cost 15. Like, I get it. And so to see that it is still coming to its reality is for me a huge blessing. I feel like my heart is just full. And our Father would have been so overjoyed, so unbelievably just humbled by this project if he were here today. For him, I know you guys always are asking questions about him as a person and his personality and those types of things. Even though he had done great things, and even though we see him as this basso profundo, and he's, we call him the world's greatest, he sometimes struggled with seeing that sometimes.
He's still human. He was still
and
human.
To see something like this, if he were living, would have for him been a huge declaration of love for him as a person, for his craft. I can't, we can't give that to him in person, but I wanted him to have it in spirit. I wanted, him to know that, you were loved. I mean,
Are loved.
Yeah, are loved. And so that's, for me, the second part of that question. How does it feel? That's how it feels for me. It feels tremendous. It feels bigger than anything I have ever done in my life. It is an honor to be able to honor him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I wanted to say.
Thank
Yes,
you, dear.
Yes, ma'am. Nakira?
Same. So for me, I do project management. So sometimes when you hear something, you're kind of like flying the plane while building it. It's difficult, but I always see the end goal. So when we had the original conversation, and her excitement excited me. So even when like we had the goal of how much money we needed, I knew I couldn't necessarily reach down in my pocket, and I didn't have that. We just had to kind of think quick to say, like, well, how could we go about getting this? Crowdfunding has never been my friend. I'm very, very scared to reach into people's pockets that way. So it was very important for them to know very early on that this was a real thing. So that's why I like reached out to the news. So I'm like, they got to know, like, I have to have it where it doesn't look like it's coming to me, or it doesn't look real. With me being so young, 21, people don't even, realize, they don't even have the connection that he still has living children. Like, sometimes these people are bigger than life in a sense. And I was 90, I was 7 when the movie came out. So like, even with that, to sometimes people of my generation, they're going to automatically go to the movie, whereas people who are a bit older than me, or people who grew up with my mom, they like, girl, you look just like her. Oh my God, look at your eyes. Da, 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 da. Can you sing? But to be able to have this too under my belt, it feels very special. It feels like God has his hands on my life in this way, because being able to do this has definitely been redefining of who I am. I have always realized that I've had a gift in that way to kind of make something that was a dream a reality, but this has definitely been the cherry on top, because this is something that I'm able to use, and it's personal to me. It's personal. That was my granddad. This was something we did for him. He didn't have one. Coming up, we're about to do XYZ, and it continues to grow. The journey continues. It doesn't just stop with this one thing. It's now a building block to the other things that we will continue to do.
Come on. That is beautiful. And what's awesome is how generationally we are able to continue to build upon the foundation
Right.
that he poured, you know. Oh, shout out to them. Okay, New Life Anywhere. Righteous,
Yeah.
righteous. That's what's up. You know, here you are, like this was your grandfather, right? And you are actively taking part in continuing to extend this legacy,
Mhm.
right? So we're talking generationally, right?
Yeah.
This is the impact that it is led as, and it is, I said, it is a blessing, it is a privilege to be a part of it. And you know, again, this has just been such an incredible ride to watch you work, you know, and
Oh, thank you.
and to watch people fold.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry after this live.
Mhm.
Watch them fold like laundry. It's be like, okay, yes, ma'am, Miss Kira.
Can I want to answer Robert's question. Robert asked us,
Oh.
have you ever thought about writing a book on Melvin's life? For myself, I will answer that. No. I don't want to write about anybody else's life. I mean, I could write about my life and my experiences with him, but I could never write about his life. He would have had to have done that himself. Because I wasn't there a lot, believe it or not. I mean, you know, I wasn't born until 68. So I don't feel like I can tell his story. I feel like the person need to tell their own story. I can write a book, which I hope to do one day, which will talk about my experiences growing up with him. It's in the works. I've kind of sort
Yep.
of
Stay
started
tuned
it.
on that.
All right now.
Meldra, hit
You put it out there. I'm gonna hold you
so
to
I've
it.
kind of started that process.
trip.
No
It's gonna
trip. Yeah, exactly. My book is going to be called Meldra, which is my middle name. And that's what my dad called me all the time, was Meldra. And if he called me Davette, y'all, that meant
yes, sir.
homegirl ain't do something. So yeah,
know.
but he called me Meldra all the time. So my book was going to be called Meldra, and dedicated to, you know, my life with him. So hopefully one day that'll get done.
It will.
It's a slow burn process for me because it's kind of difficult to write, but yeah, so no, I never ever thought about writing a book about his life. Thank you. I'm looking forward to it too. Yeah.
Now, I want to piggyback on that because it's not a book, but there is the beginnings of something bubbling. Just stay tuned. I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but there is a project that will delve deeper into his life and you know, the man he was outside of, you know, Blue, you know. So stay tuned for that. But no, we're not writing a book. I am also in the process of writing my own story. But again, that has nothing to do with his life per se, right? It was my life coming up underneath the shadow of a giant. But that being said, there is something in the works that is kind of in that vein. Just waiting on a few more T's to get crossed, a few more I's to get dotted, so we can actually move forward with that, with all the clearances and everything that's necessary. It's a lot of moving parts in this industry, you know, especially when it comes to intellectual property.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah,
all the
time. Yeah. Somebody asked me once, I don't know if it was recent. Oh, it might have been my producer on this show right here. She was like, I don't want us to get into trouble by using the music or something she was saying, and I was
don't talk
cracking up.
like that. Don't say that. Don't do her like that.
And I said,
don't you dare do her like that.
who gonna say something to me?
Right. Oh, they'll say something.
And I'm gonna say something back.
Right. My thing is let them talk.
Yeah,
that's my thing. Let them talk. Let them talk.
Y'all wouldn't even be having these questions if he wasn't even whatchamacallit. I'm sorry, Nikki, you don't talk like that. I apologize.
Yeah, I got your back, girl. I got your back. Don't trip. I ain't gonna let it be like that.
But yes. So listen, he would love that this was in Mobile. So a lot of people, again, going back to talking about him, y'all. Sorry, we be getting off track. So going back to talking about him, y'all, he would have loved that this would have been in Mobile. I have to keep putting that out there because a lot of people don't feel the same about this mural that is going up in Mobile.
Right. A lot of talking and chatter.
A lot of talking and chatter about why it's not in Detroit and all of this. So listen. I get it, right? Detroit is where Melvin Franklin, the persona, was invented, right? Where it became Melvin Franklin in the city of Detroit. But y'all, my daddy was born in Mobile, Alabama, and he had deep roots in Mobile with his family, the Englishes. Because if you are a true fan, you know that his name is David English and that his persona is Melvin Franklin. And he loved Mobile. Mobile was home for him. And so I want to just keep putting that out there to stop all of the chatter about why isn't it in Detroit. Now listen here, folks. If y'all love him and y'all want him to have something in the city of Detroit, by all means, make it happen. Make it happen. As you can see from this live that we're doing now, and the ones we've done, you could turn that dream into a reality. Right. But as his family, as his children, we decided that his mural should be in the place that he really called home and connected with. I just wanted to put that back out there. And
there was another question.
To answer Nikki's question about how do the other grandchildren feel. So my kids are overjoyed about it and proud. And so I know that, our sister's children, they're proud. I know that my other sister Felicia, her children are probably equally as proud about this happening. They love their grandfather. Even though none of them really have, tangible memories because they were also very young when he passed away. They're still living in his legacy. They are his legacy. And so they're just really, really proud of this whole thing. So proud of us for doing it and moving it along. But thank you for asking that question.
Yes.
I think we should thank you for addressing that, David. But I think we should let the grandchild take the lead on that particular question.
How does the grandchildren feel about the project?
That's because she's already said how she's felt about it.
When it comes to my siblings, though, when I speak to my brother, he is traveling right now. My brother is 22. David, don't beat me up. So like even for him, I would go out with my brother. I would look my brother dead in his face, and like he had this big jump, and I was looking up at him, and I'm like, man, he just looks just like my dad. But then in that same sense, he looks just like my granddad. Like if he had grown out his little sideburns, and I said, boy, you right out of 1970. Like just seeing him here in his voice. Man. So he too is proud. I've invited him to come out there with us as well. So we are in our own sense of pride. We all feel it. It is a very out of body experience. It's very difficult to explain, because as I'm stating, journey is probably my word. This journey to getting here, definitely not easy. Definitely not easy. I kind of shared that a little bit. And the things that happen offline, the things that we deal with that we're not seeing, the conversations we're having, the emails, all the behind the scenes work makes it so much better when it is a reality. And that's what I'm looking for, to know that everything that we worked hard for is turning to something great that is going to be there for years to come beyond me as well. So,
As far as my own children, and we're going to address the last question that was just up on the screen, but as far as my own children are concerned, they ain't concerned. They too busy playing Fortnite and whatever else. My babies are, sometimes they process, my grandfather was a temptation, everything when it suits them, like when their friends think it's cool, something like that, right? But other than that, they're not really too concerned. I guess they're just too young, so
yeah.
they're too young.
And
But
then,
yes, I'm going to let you answer that question there, David.
Oh, outside of Melvin Jr., do they also sing? My nieces are artistic in another form.
Yes.
If you could see their drawings,
You talking about my babies?
Yeah, I'm
Oh
talking
yeah,
about,
right, yeah.
oh
yeah.
my God, like,
Yeah.
not all of us sings. We all are artistic in some different form, and all of the kids are artistic in some way. His baby girls draw. When I went there, they were just showing me all. I couldn't. It was amazing.
Yep. They write too.
They write,
which a
and,
lot of people don't know that our dad had these talents as well.
yeah,
right? They don't know that
drawing and
that's where
writing
it
and
generated
all
from.
of those things. Baby girl Nova over there is about to be the next pop star.
She got the name for it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
she's
and
not shy. Nova will be quick to tell you that her granddad is in Temptation. She will
That's
sing
right.
My Girl in a Heartbeat. So
That's right.
she loves it. She has always had a very big personality, very performative, and it suits her. And right now she's in vocal. So shout out to JMS, because they've supported Nova. They've supported our project here. And these creative, I think, is the best word, because even R. Kelly and seeing like her doing the stoles and the t-shirts, and I have those talents that I don't even tap into. I can make a banner, a backdrop. I can set up your event from beginning to end. My aunt also does events. Like, that creativity is just in us. It's just in us.
the creativity in his genes, just it all flows. Like, so speaking of R. Kelly, and like, I've got nephews in Alabama right now who are trying to build up on their music career. I got my daughter, who is an incredible writer. She hasn't done much lately, but is an incredible writer in that genre as well. And
what genre is that? What genre would that
rap,
be?
rap,
Okay,
hip-hop.
all right. I just want to just put some respect on it.
So she's very good in that genre. So is my nephew. Sorry, they're both into that rap genre. And my son is very talented, too. Okay, at PlayStation, NBA.
Yeah.
You don't want
Period.
Clint
Don't
getting
do my
mad at
baby
you.
like that. Don't do my cuz like that. He trying to just hell.
No, seriously, all jokes aside, my son reminds me of his grandfather in a different way. It is his personality, his heart. It is
He
definitely
has
his heart. And that's how when he loves,
Yeah.
real bad, real hard. So he reminds me of him in that way. But not to take us, whatever. But so it's 7:51. Let's take a quick break, come back, and let's do that big bang bang. Boom, boom, knock them out.
Yeah, stay tuned, y'all. We got a big reveal
Knock
coming
them
up.
out. Boom, boom.
And
Hi, I'm Nakira, and I'm raising funds for a public mural in Mobile, Alabama, honoring my grandfather, Melvin Franklin. The project is more than art. It's about legacy. It's about placing his story back in the city that shaped him. The mural will serve as a permanent tribute, a source of pride, inspiration, and history for the community. Every donation helps bring this vision to life and ensures future generations knows who he was and why he mattered. If you are able to give or share, thank you for being a part of something that's everlasting.
The rest of my life, no matter how.
Just love to hear him
and I-
sing.
I had that talent. I did that on my phone.
But don't you just
Yeah, I
love
love
to hear
that
him
song,
sing?
yo.
When he
I love
just
that song.
make you want to swoon.
Yeah, I love that song. I can't wait.
I should have had my mother come on because I should have nailed because then she could have told us how she swooned. Oh, my mother ain't never swooned, y'all, but I love her. But yeah, I love his singing voice. Like I love his bass, but I love to hear him actually sing. Like
Right.
to me, that's that's the whatchamacallit. But anyway,
Really quickly, can one of y'all check to see, because I'm getting a message saying that there's issues with Facebook. So to make
It
sure.
does say it's ended. And what I'll do is I'll throw the YouTube link in there and I'll go make sure YouTube is still live.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, saying there's some issue with Facebook stream, but that's which is unfortunate. But luckily, we got the project manager on the squad. You know what I'm saying? Troubleshooting, putting out fires. So appreciate that. Now, right back to you though.
wait a minute. So we're not live anymore?
Well, on my page.
Mm.
On my page, there's something happened. There was a disconnection or something on my
okay,
Facebook
because it
page.
says I'm still live, but mine
Right.
isn't posted to my page, so people.
Right. You'll just have to catch the replay. But again, I know I'm still live on YouTube, and then I got Facebook just gonna have to catch the YouTube link.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Go ahead, migrate over there to YouTube, get them YouTube numbers up. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. Right.
That is hilarious.
But
Okay.
anyhow, so take it away, big sis.
So yes, so I wish I had like some drummers from like Drumline to do like that. Okay, so
Yeah.
actually it's not me taking it away. It's Nakira taking
Nakira.
it away.
Whoever
Right,
takes it
and-
away at the end of the day.
Where's the visual? Where's the visual?
We don't have no visual.
We do have. I sent it to
We
her.
do have a visual.
Oh,
If she has
Project
it,
management
it will
made
come
sure
up
we
on
had
the
a visual.
screen.
Yes.
We have reached our goal.
we have reached our goal.
Come on, y'all. Let's go.
okay,
Let's go.
let's go. So
Y'all see
yes,
that?
from
October.
dream to reality,
Do
baby.
you see that? This is the power of legacy, y'all. This is what it means. This is why we started this whole thing in the first place. This is why we brought it to your attention the way that we did. This is why we've been on here, every second or third Monday, whichever it was, to to raise awareness, to make this thing happen for that very reason right there, to see that number cross that threshold. How did that make y'all feel?
Listen. It was
No,
slow.
let me
right?
go first.
That little wheel was like this.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh Lord." That little wheel was turning like like you could hear it creaking.
Right.
But once it got oil, baby.
Hey,
But anyway, go ahead, Nakira. You said you wanted to
despise
it
not the day of small
Slow
beginnings.
burn. Our
Yeah.
first big donation, our first big moment was someone reaching out to us because they seen the news segment. And when she seen the news segment, she was just like, I have this YouTube platform would you be interested? And that was Cafe of Knowledge. And from
Come on.
that, we received a $500 donation.
Come on.
So that was just like, okay, because it's set at $85 for a long, long time. So then I was just like,
Mhm.
okay,
Thank you, Robert.
you know,
Thank you. I
I'm
appreciate
you're
you.
black here. So I'm like, when I get my taxes, I can move this money and do this. And then
Right.
and run a special, I can find this money, because ultimately, because we put it out there, we was gonna find this money. We was gonna
It
find
was
this
gonna
money.
happen. It was
If I
gonna
had to
happen.
sell a big toe, I was gonna do what I had to do. But it was very, very difficult, and it was very hard to see like nothing come, and then all of a sudden, when it took off, and we continued to have the conversations, we figured out where it was gonna be. We were able to secure the artist. That was when it was like the pressure was on. Like, okay, now we really got to figure this out. Like,
Right. Right.
let's do it.
Right.
And a couple of donations that just kind of like really pushed us to where we needed to be. And I cried. I definitely cried. I was having an emotional moment, and that just definitely, it was that light at the end of the tunnel, because this portion helps us get to getting the mural. This was the
Right.
biggest portion to be able to see it through. If we didn't have the funds, we were just going to have a fun idea.
Come on now. Right. You know, it's again, it's amazing how long it took, but how quickly it transpired.
Mhm.
Right. Like as I said, like in the beginning, like you said, those wheels were creaking, right? And then I forget what it was. We just happened to have a conversation one day, David and I was just like, you know what, yo, let's take this to the people. Let's get online and do one of those old fashioned telethon type things.
Oh yeah, I called it a telethon.
Right,
Nobody know what a
yeah.
telethon is.
Let's go live and raise awareness to this thing and she was like,
And
yeah,
from that,
that's a
I
good
think we
idea.
got like a $350 donation when we did
We
that first one. It was
did.
either
The
it was
first
a
one.
big.
Oh no, yeah, the first one I think we pulled in total we pulled in over like $500
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that
from that first stream. And
what looks like 10% was still 10% of the goal, like,
that part.
$1,000 to 10, but we were inching closer. We were inching closer,
Yes.
and I think the
Yes.
people really understood too that it wasn't anything that was coming to us. We also had the website rejigged along with this, so we had this website out there to get the information so you could see what it was going to. Because I wish we could have a little bit of any of this, but that's not the reality for us. And all of
No,
these
this is
funds
all
are
for
going to
him.
be allocated in the way that they need. And
Mm.
if there needs to be any more, then I can't pull it out of my pocket at this point. If there's anything that comes up, we do have that room to continue to grow. But this was definitely like, it's really no words for it. It's really no words for it, because no is a complete sentence, but it was so many people who said yes to us. And the other interesting thing about it is it wasn't a ton of donators. It didn't take 10,000 people for us to get this. It was less than 50 people in order for us to get here.
Come on.
And that we have to say something about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are we saying our thank yous now? Is that what we're doing?
Well,
We can get into it. I will start
Yeah.
us off and then you finish us.
Okay.
Now, I want to say thank you to my uncle. Thank you to my uncle for also this idea, because this idea was probably the one that kind of pushed us over the threshold and made us continue to think as if there was no box. I want to say a thank you to the Mobile Arts Council for saying yes to us, for answering our call, for letting us know that what we had for a dream can become a reality. I want to say thank you to every single person who had donated anything they had to our GoFundMe. Every bit count, as you can see, every little bit count. I want to, if you sent a word of encouragement, if you shared the word, if you shared the website, if you helped us in any form or fashion, we thank you. I want to say thank you to Cafe of Knowledge for having us on her platform, to being able to speak to her so that we could continue to have the conversation and bring the awareness to other people, along with Truth and Harmony podcast, who are still here in the chat with us. We thank you so much for bringing us onto your platform. And Fox 10 News. Fox 10 News really kind of spread it out. It's very interesting because prior to getting married, I was Nakira Jordan, and I would love to Google myself to see what was out there. So outside of um, prior to this, you will see a lot of things where I was being an advocate for domestic violence and sexual awareness. And now when I search Nakira Jordan, I keep seeing my name come up with the Melvin Franklin legacy. So it's kind
Come
of good
on.
to also see that transition within myself to see how those projects are evolving. And then we have a couple of special thank yous. And I am going to
Yes.
give that off to my auntie.
Okay, that's me. Yes, we have a couple of special thank yous. I'm going to start with the founder of who my father is, who is the one that gave him the opportunity to be on this platform, to be on this big stage. Shout out to Mr. Barry Gordy, who rose to the occasion and said, "What do you need to close this out?" And I gave him the number, and I had it the next day. Mr. Gordy, I thank you so much. We are so humbled. As I mentioned when we communicated, my father loved you. He looked to you as a father figure for him. And I just, just unbelievable. And we love you and we thank you so much. And lastly,
But certainly not least.
and certainly not ever least in my eyes, my heart, my book, my everything, Dr. Otis Williams and the Temptations. Man, listen,
Salute to you, sir.
when I said, the wheel was squeaking. and I didn't know what I was gonna do because I really wanted him to have this mural, and my godfather said, and he will, and he will have this mural.
Come on.
And on behalf of the Temptations and himself, okay,
Yes.
close the whole deal, shut it all down. And
Come on.
I am still filled to the brim with love for him. I mean, I already loved him unconditionally, uncontrollably, and all those other good words. I am just so, we thank you. Oh my gosh, I have no
Yes.
words. Like, I am stumbling over my words. Like, we are so grateful. This is another sign of what true friendship, true
Yeah.
brotherhood,
Come on.
true camaraderie. This is what this still looks like, even when that person is not here anymore.
This is brotherhood.
This is the definition.
This is
And
brotherhood.
my father loved him deeply, loved him down, as they say. They
Yeah.
loved each other down. They were best friends and co-workers and co-founder. They were everything together for a very long time. And we thank you so very much. Like, cannot even begin to, So anyway, he is the reason, Mr. Gordy, but there were other people who were behind the scenes who reached out. Mr. Shelley Berger, thank you so much. When I tell you,
Yes.
Shelley came,
Yes.
emailed and said what you need, and I mean he had a list. There had to be about 15 people on this email. Like, what do we need to do? How do we get blah blah blah? And I mean he was consistent and following up. Shelley, I love you for that so much. And also Mr. Derek Porter, thank you so much, because
Thank
he
you,
was
Derek.
like, David, what do you need? What's going on? How's it going? Like, always being on top of it and asking. And that kind of support just meant so much to me. So I just want to shout him out too. I love you for eternity, for picking up the baton and being the first person to say, here's Shelley, we need this. And then got the PR team was on.
And
the
we're
email.
missing a couple of people too, because we got in contact with Derek because we were I won't say we were out of order. We were brainstorming out loud, and
Right.
we had a couple of guests. So Jawan, he was not able to join us because he had some things going on, but he has supported this project when he first seen it. He was one of the first people that reposted it. Harrell Holmes, he even joined us to kind of speak about his journey. And we had some other people who were on deck, and even though they are not here now, we're going to get that information to them in regards to when the reveal would be, because we would hope that anybody would, for the people who have got us here, we're hoping that you all could continue to join us as we do the reveal, which will be more than just showing the mural. It will be a whole community event. So we're definitely going to have more details to share with that as well. So
Right.
as
And
Auntie said,
speaking of which, Glenn Leonard said will be in attendance
hey,
for
okay,
the reveal. So yeah,
Oh,
we already
that's
got the
so
VIP
good.
ticket.
Glenn Leonard will be in attendance for that.
And I want to close this out with, and oh yeah, I love you, Jawan. I hope that your heart is okay. Just wanted to say that. Also, let me close it out the thank yous with this, with two thank yous to my family and friends, to our family and friends, and collectively and individually. Thank you for supporting us and pushing us and helping us get to where we need to be, putting up with these lives and all of the back and forth, especially me and Nakira on Facebook. No, we don't like that. Oh no, move that. Like I know it took up some time.
Yeah.
And so we want to say thank you for your patience, Anton. Yeah, so just want to thank everybody for that. But I want to close out my thank yous with this one big thank you, because this would not be happening without this individual. And God, I hope I do not mess up his last name. But should he run across this live, J.D. Swiger is the artist that will be doing the mural in Mobile, Alabama.
Shout out to him.
I want to say we chose you because of the love you took and the care you took in actually going steps further into finding out who Melvin Franklin was. And I think we would have chose you regardless of what the cost would have been at that point, because you made the effort to know him. And so that is why we chose you, and we are excited. We cannot wait to see the finished product. We cannot wait for the world to see the finished product. He was patient with us. He let us come back and forth. He just was so great.
Very understanding.
I would say he understood the assignment.
Yes, he did.
Very
JD
understanding
understood the assignment. And so for that,
what was amazing with JD is he didn't just take the inspiration and run with that. He made it his own.
Yeah.
He made it his absolute own. And it grew too because of the place where it's going to be. They were like, let's maybe do it a little bigger. So all the changes that he had and he being able to stay with it, that cannot be our last thank you though. That cannot be our last thank you.
And okay, and can I just say that we're excited, and JD, and can't wait. But we're getting ready to share the completion date and how you guys can continue to support us through the rest of this adventure that we're on. But go ahead, Nakira.
Beyond Visions, because Beyond Visions has us looking great.
Wait a minute.
At the end of the day, thank you so much for being patient with us. She has been so patient with us, so kind, so giving, so informative.
Speaking of giving, she's donating another $100 to the cause.
All right now.
So it's
I appreciate you so much for your patience with us and being able to moderate these lives and keeping all the comments coming. You help us look excellent, and we are so grateful for you seeing the idea that we had and making it better. And in closing, with all of this great news, we will have the official press release soon, but we do have a special date for you all. That will be May 23rd, 2026 in Mobile, Alabama. And
See you
the
there.
where is the Longshoreman, but we'll get the specific address and make sure that we have the flyers to go out soon. The artist is going to be starting in the month of April. So we
Mhm.
chose this day to do this live because we've made it. Wait,
We made it.
nigga, we made it.
We made it. Mama,
We
we
made
made
it.
it. But look, y'all continue because the campaign is still open for another couple of days. Please continue to contribute because obviously we've raised the goal for the mural itself, but we really want to turn this, like Nakira said, into a celebration, a community event, right? And so at this point, every dollar collected is going towards you, the people, to make sure that you're able to really enjoy that day and leave with a memorable experience. So for these last few days while the campaign is open, please continue to donate.
Yeah, absolutely.
appreciate
Every penny now goes towards the event. I know that the Mobile Arts Council is working on trying to even shut the street down for my,
Come on now,
for my
for
daddy.
y'all.
Okay,
For y'all, right? They're doing it for y'all.
yeah, right. Because I told her, let me know if I'm dreaming too big, because I didn't want it to be, oh, we go, they drop the curtain, we see it, we all clap and we leave. No, I wanted this to be like
No,
this
it's a block
huge
party. It's a
block
celebration.
party situation.
It's a celebration.
And again, Angela, being Angela, she was like, oh, I'm down. Let me see what I can do.
Yeah.
X, Y, and Z. So
Right.
I am so looking forward to it. But like I said, everything you send now goes towards that event. And we thank you in advance for what you can do, will do, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, we're excited. May 23rd, y'all put that on y'all calendars. May 23rd, 2026.
Yes.
So if you can and are able, if you are in the area, if you can drive in, if you can fly in, whatever, be there, be square.
Get on a mega bus.
Come on.
Join
the
us.
TSA line should be short.
Bring
by
out
then,
the barbecue pits, right? Bring out the big barrels, bring out the seafood boils, the crawfish, all the stuff.
I want some of that seafood. Talk about it.
Yeah, they are definitely I know that she said that she was gonna look into like local food trucks, and we're gonna have music. So I hope to, see a lot of people there to support this and him, and this is gonna be a great day. This is going to be a phenomenal day.
Yes, it is.
So now
we don't even know
this is the final
what all is in
countdown.
store.
So we're gonna also put up a ticker on the website, so you can see where the
countdown,
how he's coming along with the painting and everything. So but yeah, that's all I got for y'all. Except for I like this right here. I love y'all so much, and thank you. Forever in the day. Forever in the day.
Yeah. And I want to add this one thing if I can. I was fortunate enough to be interviewed earlier this morning by a platform out in London. And again, just being enamored with this whole process of the mural for my father, but the continuation of his legacy. I want to reiterate something that I said then. As entertainers, and I can speak pretty confidently on behalf of my father, but really for all entertainers, whether they want to admit this to themselves or not, the truth of the matter is this: we as entertainers are only as successful as you, the fans, allow us to be. Period. And the reason why all of this is able to transpire is because of you. So when we say thank you, like it's not lip service. We're not being facetious. Like, really, none of this happens without you, the fan. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
We should have had some confetti.
Well, that'll be the day of the reveal. We'll do all that the day of the reveal.
Yeah.
See if they'll thank low-key fireworks or something.
We said, yeah, right. We should have had horns and drums and all kinds of things. But ladies and gentlemen, we have gone beyond our time. We just want to say thank you again. Thank you, Beyond Visions, for yet another flawless. Even if we are technically challenged,
right.
Your production is flawless. So we thank you so much. And yeah, with that, bye, y'all.
Look out, baby, 'cause you're
Hi, my name is Davette, and I'm raising funds to create a public mural in Mobile, Alabama, honoring my father, one of the founding members of the Temptations, Melvin Franklin. His voice helped shape the soundtrack of a generation, and now it's time to give his story a permanent place in the city he called home. This mural isn't just about music, it's about legacy and visibility. It's a tribute to Black artistry, family roots, and the power of storytelling through public art. Motown changed the world, and my father was part of that change. But behind the fame was a man who loved his community, believed in faith, and inspired millions to tell stories that mattered. This mural will be a place for reflection, celebration, and education, a visual reminder of how far we've come and who helped us get here. The mural will be located at the International Longshoremen's Association Local 1410 Union Hall and Auditorium in downtown Mobile. This building is significant for its role as a gathering place during the Civil Rights Movement and the only Mobile venue to host the speaking engagement by Dr. Martin Luther King. It has been added to the National Registry of Historic Places on June 27, 2011. Your support will help with the artist fees and materials, wall preparation and permits, community engagement events, historical documentation, and signage. Every dollar brings us closer to honoring a legacy that deserves to be seen and remembered. Please donate. Whether it's $5 or $500, every penny counts. Share this campaign with your music lovers, artists, and history buffs. Leave a note about how the Temptations have touched your life. Let's make this mural a reality. Let's give my father and the movement he helped build the tribute they deserve. Thank you for believing in this vision. With gratitude, David.